Hi, this is Sherry with Stamping at Last. I've had this Special Someone stamp set for quite a while. It's so cute. I finally took the time to sit down and make a card with this. So I'm going to show you how I made this little Sending Well Wishes Your Way card. This card does not take a whole lot of materials. Basically, just cardstock and ink. That's all I used for this card. Now, there are dies that come with this set. You can pop up that squirrel, that raccoon, that little mouse. You can pop them up, but for this card, I didn't. I'm going to show you how I did this one. I used a piece of old olive cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to score it 4 1/4 landscape. Then I used 2 pieces of white, 5 1/4 by 4. One is for the front, and it started off white. And another one's for the inside. I left this blank just because I thought it might be nice just to put your own little message in there once you get it made. For this one, I used the squirrel. For the one we're going to make today, I'm going to try the raccoon and see how that turns out. In addition to the Special Someone stamp set, I also used Dandelion Wishes. I've not used this set yet either, and I thought it was just wonderful. So I'm excited to put these 2 stamp sets together. The first thing I'm going to do is score my old olive at 4 1/4. And I do this landscape. So 4 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and fold on that score line and burnish. Then I'm going to pull out my white piece of paper. And I'm going to get another piece of paper to put underneath it. It's going to be a little bit messy. But the first thing I'm going to do is stamp this little raccoon. Now, he has 2 parts to him. He has the part that I'm going to do in black, and the part I'm going to stamp off and do in soft suede. So I'm going to do the black first, the basic black. Okay, let's see. Be sure it's inking up really well. Yeah, that looks good. And I think this squirrel's a little bit high. I think I might put him a little bit, this guy a little closer towards the bottom of my card. Maybe about right there. Okay. Now I'm pulling in my soft suede. Make sure he's gonna do okay. I think I'm gonna stamp off, then put it on top. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to stamp off a little bit. And then I'm going to line up his eyes and his ears. I think that's the easiest way for me to try to get this right in the middle. There he is, without even having to color him. So cute. I love this set. Now I'm going to do the background. And to do that, I'm going to mask him. That's what I did with the little squirrel. See what I did? I stamped the image on a little sticky note, and then I put it right over that squirrel before I started making my background. So that's what I'm going to do with him as well. Or her. You never know. So I stamped this on a sticky. And you just got to be sure when you stamp it that it goes on the sticky part so it'll stick to your paper. Cover up the image. Now his toes are kind of black anyway, so I didn't worry about cutting those out individually. I just cut them off for the masking part. And I'm going to pull in the inks I used. Daffodil Delight for the bottom. I'm putting it where I can see the color in front of me. Flirty Flamingo for the middle part. And Highland Heather for the top. You can make your background as dark or as light as you would like. Oops, I already got a piece of ink right there. I need to be more careful. Okay. So I'm just going to sponge this pretty background. I just love painted skies. I'm going to start off my paper and just make circles all the way across. I can feel his little feet kind of coming up, but that's okay because they're solid black and it's not going to ruin or hurt anything. So I'm going to get a little bit lighter as I go towards the top so it can mingle with that Flirty Flamingo here in just a minute. I'm just going to make some more circles, try to make it look soft on my page. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to start off just like I did the other color. I'm going to just keep going in circles. Make it really smooth. Blend it together. And now I'm going to bring in the Highland Heather. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because I don't want to, well, after I close these, I don't want to get this ink on other parts of the card. Now I'm not going to remove this raccoon yet. I still want him to be masked. And I forgot I'm also used the stamp set Enjoy Life because I'm using this for the growth there. I did use the grass and another sample, and I just didn't quite like the way it looked. Maybe I wasn't doing it right, but I thought this looked really good. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Old Olive for that. And I'm just going to stamp it around this raccoon. It wouldn't look bad if it was in front of him. In fact, it might look good. And I stamped off some. I think I'll move him. Maybe I should put some in front of him too. That does look kind of good. Oh, that looks good too. Maybe I'll just leave it alone. Put some little lighter shades. And then I'm going to do the dandelion in soft suede, just so it shows up really well. And I think I might stamp it right on top of him, even though it might cover up just a little bit of his face to look like he's holding it. Let me see if I can manage that without messing it up. This is so cute. I like it even better than the squirrel. I can't believe it. So that's going to look like that. Okay. I think I'm going to try to do it right on top of him. I hope I don't mess it up. Okay, so it looks like if it was holding it, it'd be about right there. I should have done it a little bit higher, I think, because it's kind of on top of his head, but I'm going to leave it. That is really cute. Next time I do one, I'm going to do a little bit higher, and then I can draw more of a line for where he's holding it. Then the greeting, sending wishes your way, I'm going to do that in basic black. And that came from this Dandelion Wishes as well. So I'm going to see where it's at on my block to see if it's straight. It looks like it might come up just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit on the right. So I'm going to line my card up right there. So I've got a straight line. And when I put it down, I'm going to move it just a little bit, just a tiny, tiny little bit. See if I can get that straight. Let me see now. Kind of like there. Just a little bit. Okay, I like that. Now I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't get ink on other things if it's not quite dry. I love these colors. So I'm going to glue it right there with my Tombow glue. Center it right on the front of my card. And then the other piece of 5 1/4 by 4, that white, I'm just going to adhere it to the inside of the card. Give some contrast when I write my greeting inside of there, or my note. I'm definitely going to have to make some more of this card. It is so cute. I think I'll make some that say happy birthday too. I like it even more than I thought I would. Oops, get the ink off my finger. Okay, so there you go. Basically the special someone set, the dandelion set, and then I do like the plants at the bottom for the Enjoy Life set. I hope you like this video, and maybe you're feeling creative now and would like to make one of these. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it.